Welcome to my channel. So I have done a micro project on machine learning. My project is hotel booking cancellation prediction. This project aims to use machine learning techniques to know the booking status of each customer by analyzing various features given in the dataset. It also tends to identify the important features and determine which machine learning model is most effective for the given data, ultimately contributing to easy prediction and customer reservation based on the data available from themselves. The online hotel reservation channels have dramatically changed booking possibilities and customers' behavior. A significant number of hotel reservations are called off due to cancellations or no shows. The typical reasons for cancellations include change of plans, scheduling conflicts, etc. This is often made easier by the option to do so free of charge or preferably at a low cost, which is beneficial to hotel guests, but it is a less desirable and possibly a revenue diminishing factor for hotels to deal with. Nowadays, everyone is using internet for everything. E-commerce now rules the world. A hotel reservation system enables guests to schedule dates and length of stay, room selection, extras, and payment all in one place. In order to help reduce the number of open tables in a restaurant and maximize the table turnover, and to limit the waiting time for paying customers, restaurants began taking reservations. The given dataset is a supervised classification dataset. It holds booking information for a city hotel and a resort hotel with information such as how and when the booking was made, the length of passenger stay with the number of parking slots available, the number of adults, children, and babies, and so on. Now we are going into the process of pre-processing the dataset. This hotel dataset contains unwanted features like booking ID, arrival year, etc. It may also contain arrival date, arrival month too. Remove all those unwanted columns to clean the dataset, because by keeping those features, uh, we can't build a proper machine learning model. There are some categorical columns like type of meal, room type, market segment type, etc. So since these columns are categorical column, we are gonna use a label encoder function to label those columns and store the target future booking status in one data frame and remaining features in another data frame. Uh, this is useful for training and testing. For training, we use all the features, and for testing, and for why we use the target feature. And the next step is model building and evaluation. We split the dataset from for training and test. We can assign any number of test size like 0.25 or 0.30, etc. Scale the future values using min-max scaler and standard scaler. So these are one of the popular scaling techniques. Apply logistic regression for scaled values. So logistic regression 2 is one of the most popular regression model in machine learning. So it always gives the values 0s and 1. And we observe the different classification metrics from the above model. So apart from the already existing logistic regression model, I propose 3 methodologies. So one methodology is use of XGB classifier. So XGB Boost is an optimized distributed grading boosting library designed to be highly effective, flexible, and portable. It implements machine learning algorithms under the gradient boosting framework. So by using this model, I fit and predict the model, and then I observe the classification metrics. Then I use an random forest classifier, which is a meta estimator that fits a number of decision tree classifiers on various subsamples of the dataset and uses averaging to improve the predictive accuracy and control overfitting. It is basically a set of decision trees from a randomly selected subset of the training set, and then it collects the votes from different decision trees to decide the final prediction. So I fit the model and predict the model, and then I notice the various metrics from the random forest classifier. Finally, I apply the KNN model for the given data set. It is one of the supervised learning technique that assumes a similarity between the new case and available cases and put the new case into the category that is more similar to the available categories. And I follow the classification metrics for this model too, like that on earlier ones. Also, I use different modules for importing the data set and visualizing the relationship between features. So the modules I use are pandas, cborn and matplotlib. Using pandas we can import the file, and using matplotlib and cborn I can visualize the relationship between the features. And then interpretation from the model. From the above model evaluations on the dataset, we can conclude that XGB classifier and random forest classifier performs better prediction on dataset than other mentioned models. So because by seeing those classification metrics of the models, they are higher, so it performs way ahead than logistic regression and KNN models. So this is my GitHub link. You can access my coding at the above link. So by combining the data science tools and capabilities within human judgment and interpretation, this project aims to demonstrate how the predictive analysis of the model can contribute to synthesizing and predict about booking, cancellation and forecasting.